All right, looks like we got Isabelle versus Terry. Isabelle, not a character that is too common in Ultimate, but looks like going to be rocked on the side of Froggy here.
Yeah, it's, you know, we obviously know how potent Terry can be just simply off the riddles factor. No doubt about that. And there's other great Terrys out there too. But Izzy? I don't know, bro. We rarely get to see Izzy get busy, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I'm very curious to see, using that girl boss tag, I respect it. But you can't just say you the boss, you got to prove it. And maybe this first stock could be the way of getting it done.
Looks like
what up now?
Waka got the go meter on deck, but are you going to be able to get on stage to utilize it? Froggy going for the edge guard, the downer not connecting, but the Lloyd Rocket going to connect, tries to go high. Again, the Lloyd Rocket just racking on more damage, 182. Surely a neutral beat or a grab will do the trick here. Oh, I like that. Power Wave to go ahead and disarm that Lloyd.
Oh, no.
Oh, this is big damage. Oh, falling out, though. Unfortunate.
That really is unfortunate. I mean, such a good position to be in. And they're going to set to the opposite side, so really Isabelle just can't catch a break, but finally going to catch with the fishing rod, send him up to the top, and get that first stock off. I was getting a little nervous because I seen Terry, especially with Go, really steal some games. Shouts to my man Cosmos.
Yeah, steal some games, crush some dreams, you name it. Oh, and these power dunks are not connecting here. I wish we would see Waka go for some other things like the up B, the up special there. Could go ahead and clean things up if you notice someone is on the floatier side of things, but here's Froggy with a huge opening, racking up that 40% and getting some more chip damage. The double slingshot into the dash attack here. Man, and already at 93%. With this rage, Froggy might be able to get the stock without activating Go, but now Waka on stage with this Go meter, the up smash connects.
I am loving what this Isabelle is bringing to the table right now. Just pure efficiency. Oh my goodness,
man.
I didn't think that should work, but if you're just gonna stand there, sure.
Yeah, and Waka probably not too familiar with this Isabelle matchup. I mean, who really is, right? Yeah. This character, very unfamiliar, and especially on the earlier side of these pools, that's going to take you into a lot of places, right?
Good Lord. Yeah, this is looking like it might just be a 2-0 and a handshake if this continues.
Again, yeah, that power dunk.
And does that have anything to do with Isabelle's weight?
Yeah, the floatiness definitely helps a lot. The SDI up combined with the floatiness. So usually you have to go for that up special.
Good grief.
All right, so 3 stocks to 0 here. Very strong performance coming out from Froggy on that Isabelle.
Yeah, and that was just like not even a close match. Like that was just a very dominant performance. So the big ups.
Yeah,
I like what I see.
When it comes to Isabelle, you got to really know what disarms that Lloyd. That's going to be the main difference when it comes to Isabelle versus Villager, right? Villager going to set up that Lloyd in a more horizontal way, more of a setup tool offensively, whereas Isabelle more on that defensive side, laying it down on the ground as a trap. A lot of characters have a lot of grounded posts and go ahead and activate the Lloyd without getting hit. So knowing how to do that is going to be so important versus Isabelle, and I think Waka just didn't really have that knowledge coming into this matchup, right?
And that's okay, because sometimes through a big beatdown in game 1, you can bounce back, you can figure it out, you can get those gears turning a little bit more consistently.
Yeah, and it's very common.
Possible.
Very common in game number 1 if you don't really know the matchup and you're already like down 1 to 2 stocks.
Yeah.
You kind of use that last stock not to really win the match. You're not going to show off for any of your tricks. It's more of just like, okay, let me just use this last stock for information. What works against these tools? What doesn't work against these tools? And you're really kind of just feeling it out because you know game 1 is essentially a loss, right?
And you kind of accept that too, right?
Yeah.
It's not the end.
And there's nothing wrong with that. That's actually very smart. You don't want to show off too many of your tricks in a game that you're probably not going to win regardless, right?
I don't like to show off nothing.
All right, so we'll see what the counter pick here is, especially against some of these zoner type characters. The stage is so important here. And I really would love if we still stay on the Terry here to see some different combo routes, right? Like you pointed out earlier, the power dunk's really not connecting fully. Going to be because of that floatiness of Isabelle. So see if we can switch things up to the up special here. Really good against some of these floatier characters, and can go ahead and close out some of these stocks off the top.
I need it, bro. I will say I was impressed with the Isabelle. A lot of control.
Yep.
A lot of control.
Great setups, and of course, The main thing that's the difference between Isabelle and Villager are going to be the fishing rod and the Lloyd. Can set up many traps, and we saw even the fishing rod catching that directional air dodge to the ledge earlier in that game one. Just so good, just that lingering hit grab. So it is a grab, but it is a hit grab, so you can shield it.
Right.
It'd be a little ridiculous if you could, if it was a grab.
It's more than a little, I'll tell you that one.
So Smashville is the pick. Looks like we're going to close in the gap here. One of the smallest stages here at SmashCon 2023.
Oh my Lord, and yeah, all the more close quarters to just continue this beatdown that we saw delivered in the first game, because it looks like Froggy not missing a single beat. Look at this, complete control and not rising tackle, not gonna rise high enough to get that recovery to stick.
Yeah, Froggy very proficient off stage, right? The slingshots, the forward airs, the bears, just gonna be something that can go ahead and hit the opponent out of their double jump, and especially at these earlier percents can be so strong. And even if Froggy doesn't necessarily get the edge guard every time, definitely racking up this damage, even in center stage. It doesn't matter what area you're in. Continuing the edge guard, there's no double jump here. Forces the side B, but Froggy not going to be able to get the punch. But look at the damage.
Yeah, damage, deficit, destruction. All these words do apply right now, as I think we know how this one's going to finish off. Oh man, So what'd you have for breakfast?
No, I just had some Starbucks.
Shit, you know what Froggy had? Terry!
Dang, that's
Get
a
up
lot,
in there.
That's a lot of protein.
I'm telling you right now. And it looks pretty lean as well.
Comboing off the up smash, going into the Lloyd 53, just like that. Froggy showing the proficiency in Isabelle, getting the spike at the end, back to back. Count them up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 stocks to end that set.
Absolutely decimated. But you know what? That's okay, because with defeat comes the chance to rewatch and learn and adapt, and kind of keep it in the back of your mind, like, I'm not really going to have to go against Isabelle that often.
Probably not.
It's an outlier.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. It's an outlier. It'll be fine.
Not a lot of Isabelles out there, but Froggy going to be one of them, moving on this winner's side of Ultimate Singles. Now, that matchup, not looking too bad, right? Going to have a lot of offstage, but trust me, Isabelle does struggle against some of the more meta characters that, we'll see if Froggy can keep in that winner's side. Hoping the best for him, though.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. Like, that's Froggy, and we have Froakie Community Day on Sunday.
Oh, true.
Forget about that. Get my
Play
shiny
Pokemon
Froakie.
Go.
I want a hundo.
And shouts to Rod hosting the Pokemon event here at Super Smash Con 2023.